Welcome, fellow seekers. If you are watching this video right now, you were divinely guided to receive this really special message that I have for you that goes beyond the cards into the truth of who you really are and what you are inherently capable of. Whether you are here seeking answers about your love life, your career, your spiritual path, or whatever else, this message is going to be applicable to all of you. Millions of people turn to tarot every day to reveal what's hidden in their reality. They're seeking guidance or confirmation for what they feel they already know deep within in their heart of hearts. I have spent countless hours on tarot readings myself. They're on YouTube or with this beautiful deck that I've had for years that you will get to see in a minute. Even when I receive the confirmation that I seek, that feeling never lasts. I go back to the cards again and again and again, chasing the divination dragon, so to speak. I have never really felt legitimately affirmed, and actually I leave the tarot readings feeling more confused and lost because things just get so convoluted. Now, I did promise you a tarot reading, and I will admit that these are not random from a shuffle, but these cards hold such powerful meaning that will help to convey what I'm about to tell you. So first, we have the High Priestess, and many of you may click off this video here in a second, but please stay and hear the message, because it has the potential to seriously advance you in your spirituality and self-mastery. The High Priestess represents intuition, inner wisdom, and the mysteries that lie within our subconscious. She's a reminder that the answers that we seek are already within us, and all we need to do is trust ourselves and listen deeply. Tarot can be a distraction from this truth, and it pulls us away from our own intuition. Take the time that you've been spending on tarot readings and sit in meditation and prayer longer than you have been. Listen to your inner voice and trust that the guidance you need will come directly from source through your intuition. The universe is always speaking to us through circumstances and symbols and other people. Become curious about what your reality is reflecting back to you, and ask what the lesson is. What is your higher self and God itself trying to tell you? I probably lost a lot of you there, and I completely understand because it's triggering, so thank you for being here if you've made it this far. One of the problems with tarot is we seek a confirmation bias, okay? There are so many ways to interpret a reading, and we tend to bend the messages to suit what we want them to tell us. I encourage you to proceed with an open mind, because my journey completely catapulted into deeper wisdom and true serenity when I quit the tarot cold turkey a year ago. My shaman actually recommended that I dig a hole, put the cards in, pee on them, and bury them beneath the soil. Now, that's not what you're going to watch me do today in this video, because you couldn't afford me anyway, so cutting the cards is the best alternative. And I really sincerely wish to inspire you to do the same and enjoy a higher quality of life. So let's move on to the next card. We have the Magician. This card reminds us that we already have all the tools that we need to create the life that we desire. But when we rely on the tarot to tell us what's coming or what to do, we effectively hand our power over to the cards, not to mention any unintended low vibrational entities that are attached to the deck. Real magic is what happens when we step into our own power and actively take the steps necessary in our reality, rather than waiting complacently for it to be revealed. Take the time that you would spend on tarot readings and educate yourself on ways to make that relationship work, or how to walk away from one that is not aligned. If you want that new job, funnel that mental focus into learning new skills and study the company's values so you can knock that interview out of the park. But by far, the most powerful thing you can do is to work on your subconscious beliefs about what's possible. Our only real limitations are our beliefs, and they play a huge part in creating your desired reality when combined with practical actions that are influenced by those beliefs. And finally, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This represents the cycles of life, changes, and the concept of fate. Things can change at any moment at the turn of the wheel. It also reminds us that we can influence our destiny by the choices that we make. However, another interpretation that is dear to my heart is the concept of non doership. This is the idea that God is living its life through each and every one of us. Within the spectrum of all human experience, our individual paths must have a place, or the infinite expansiveness of existence would then be finite. So, practicing non doership recognizes that the divine has a plan for us, and that all actions are God's actions. So, it's our responsibility to recognize the guidance when it comes through in our day to day lives and just surrender to it. When we resist it or we try to control it too much, that's when we experience suffering. When we just surrender to the flow of the divine plan, we ultimately discover our highest joy and timeline. So, Spirit knows best. Just trust it. Developing your intuition and spending more time meditating and praying by abstaining from the tarot will assist you in dissolving your ego enough to be able to comfortably trust Source. If you've made it this far, I'm so proud of you for remaining open to concepts that are triggering and threaten your current belief systems. Today, I destroy these cards not out of disrespect of the centuries-old tradition, which does hold plenty of legitimate correspondences to the spiritual path, but rather I destroy these cards as a symbol of reclaiming our power and our intuition and our inner peace, knowing that everything is perfect exactly as it is. It always has been, and it always will be. By destroying these cards, we declare to the universe that we are open to receiving direct guidance from Source, and that we will comply in perfect faith that the guidance we receive is for our greatest and highest good. So, thank you so much for listening, and if you would like assistance in learning how to develop your intuition, achieve self-mastery, and find serenity in surrendering to the divine plan, use the code MAGICIAN on my website, linked below, for a coaching call with me. I would be honored to walk a few steps with you on your journey.